I want now to invite Arthur Okwemba, who is the treasurer of the Editors Guild, to launch for the next launch. It will take less than 10 minutes, and then we can continue the conversation and the refreshments. Karibu Bwana Okwemba.
Thanks a lot. Before I make just a few remarks on today's launch, just to mention two things. Okay. Just two things. One, on the discussion of today. One is my colleague from KBC. In terms of women, there's all these cliché, women are difficult sources. I understand her dilemma, but also we have been telling fellow journalists, you need to find strategies of talking to women sources. Women sources require more assurance than men. So the moment we internalize that, we'll start getting more of them talking. Then the other thing is, in the media also, the study will have to look at gender-sensitive men. I want to speak for gender-sensitive men. Some of the men I've worked with at the nation to push gender issues are men, not even female. Being female, you are not gender-sensitive. You can't equate female and gender-sensitive. I've also worked with very gender-insensitive women in the media. So we need to really define who is gender-sensitive with media to push this agenda. Coming to the agenda of today, we are going to launch a very important system where we are able to know journalists, the fake journalists and those who go around extorting man, and I think Media Council have hacked it. This is the best thing to ever happen to the media industry. For those who are in the media know it. There are people who, there's a lot of impersonation, people saying that, you know, I am so and so, I work for these media houses. And it happened to me 7 years ago at Pan-Afric. We were on the line trying to register ourselves, and someone was saying, I'm Arthur Okwemba working for the Nation, because I write for Nation on healthy issues. And I was there. Then I went and they told me, but you have just registered. I said, who is that Arthur Okwemba? And the guy was there. You see, it just happened to me when the guy was still in the midst of what was happening. So it's something that has really affected the media industry. And I think as the Kenya Editors Guild, we are very happy. I can see my colleagues here. We have Jane, we have Hassan, Churchill is here. I'm here on behalf of the chair, who is Linus Kaikai. We are so happy about this. It's something we have been crying for. For those who are not from the media industry, we have this card from the press card from the Media Council. If someone comes to interview, they have to show you any journalist. The problem we are having, there are also fake ones. They have become smarter. They also have the press cards. Now, the beauty of what we are launching today, you will be able to determine which is fake and who is a genuine journalist. There is a number here, just below my photograph. There is a number there. You will be sending, you just look at my number and you send it to a very easy number to remember, 015 000 111. And it will bring you all the details about me, where I work, my media house, what I do, if the card is valid or is not valid. The only area I've seen people being very careful is when I travel to Europe. You show your press card, but they don't just look at your name. They go back to look at, is it valid? Because you might be using a card, and yet you are no longer, you have been deregistered from the media, and yet you have that card. So these critical details will be coming to you when you send that number about me. I think those who have the cards here, you can try. Just try to send the media people who are here, just try to send your number to that number, and you see the feedback it will give you. So we are extremely happy because majority of the people who distort information, who write the information you are so mad about, they are not really true journalists. They are not professional journalists. A professional journalist, you have to report within a certain framework guided by the code of ethics. A professional journalist, you are not supposed to take money for me to publish your work. So if a journalist asks you money, the first thing you will ask is this card. And you can, from the card, you can know where they work. Then you follow up with the editor. We have the managing editors here. We have Churchill from the Nation. You can call Churchill. Or anybody from the Nation at the level of editors and say, we had this journalist here and he or she claims to be your staffer and they're asking for money. Yeah. So it will be, on one level, it will help you also to report certain cases. On another level, it will help you know the person you are dealing with is a genuine journalist and he works for a particular media house. So this is very critical for the media and for our sources of information. Because we have realized because of that, many people refuse to talk to the media. They say, how do I know you are a true journalist? And for us who are really professional and true journalists, you suffer because of the quacks. So I want to thank the media houses and to take this opportunity on behalf of the Editors Guild to launch this number and just to appeal to the Media Council to make it widely known, both to the general public and to the media fraternity, that this number has been launched. So we can tweet it to as many people as possible.
I just wanted to make because I know a lot of media houses have been the receiving end of the swap. I would imagine it would be in their interest to actually, it would be in their interest to actually make this widely known to the public so that if anyone comes to them as claiming to be a journalist, then people know where to go. Because actually, I think the media houses have suffered the most from quacks who go out there, solicit, extort, and do all manner of stuff in the name of being journalists of a certain media house. So apart from the Media Council alone, I think the media houses, I think it's important, much more than even the Media Council, to push this number out so that people know. That's all. That's
okay. Just to add on that, as Kenya Editors Guild, we want to promise Media Council we are going to do that. Just today, we are going to circulate it to our membership, and through our membership, you have reached so many editors who are in all the critical media houses. So we'll send it out to them. And I hear what Catherine is saying, to reach even the wider public. All media houses need to publish in either if you are in print, you do it in electronic, TV, we need to let the public know. So as I think as Editors Guild, we'll also send just a statement to fellow members to do that. So thanks a lot for coming up with this idea. I'm saying we have hacked it as the media industry. It's a big problem. And I want just on behalf of the Guild to launch this new line and the new system of establishing who is true and who is a fake journalist. Thanks a lot.